Open space, so much light, lots of people. I feel small. Crammed elevator, up 5 floors, rooftops. I feel small. Darkness, TVs, many TVs, TVs all around. Science, technology, humanities, development, accomplishments. Destruction, death, blood. I'm shocked. I'm disturbed. They're everywhere. This is what we've done to each other. The first exhibition of the museum is about memory. Most of it is a portrayal of the Holocaust, Germany's background, Hitler's rise to power, the manipulation of the masses, the beginning of aggressions in the war, the ghettos, concentration camps, liberation, and the effects that these events had on the people. This exhibition also contains smaller sections that portray the main causes, events, and consequences of the genocides that occurred in Armenia, Rwanda, former Yugoslavia, Guatemala, Cambodia, and Darfur. The museography of this exhibition makes use of photo montages on the walls, which involve the audience even when they're in a bigger room. But they also have many dark and cramped spaces that have a stark contrast to the mostly white lobby area. They used many short videos that provided a lot of information in a digestible format, as well as other mixed media such as models, mirrors, maps, and very importantly, photographs. They make ample use of repetition, notably as a tangible way of understanding how many people were affected by these atrocities. Rafael Lozano Gemer's work with the translated title of Metronomes consists of 8 gravity-defying ropes tied into a death-causing knot. At first glance, all 8 ropes appear the same, but as time goes by, their movement becomes evident, since each one oscillates at the rhythm at which 8 different crimes against humanity are committed. Because of the size and position of the ropes, they have an anthropomorphic form that makes the audience picture themselves looking at another person's face. Light is also important to this piece because it is the first white the audience sees after all the darkness of the exhibition, which echoes the theme of hope that the artist alludes to by taking a killing instrument and turning it into one that raises awareness about these crimes. Jan Hendrix's lament is seen by the audience immediately after leaving the metronomes and facing the light from the outside. The installation is accompanied by the text, "The Lost Potential," in memory of the children murdered in genocides, which leads the audience to understand that again, repetition is used to impact the audience about the scale of genocides. In this case though, the repetition of irregular and amorphic pieces of glass creates a pattern that illustrates the magnitude of the topic in question, while also creating movement when the audience's point of view of the work is changed. Gustavo Aceves' work, titled Proper Names, is a strong statement because of its scale. Compositionally, it uses only the color white, and it relies completely on reliefs and shadows to really depict its content, which is a large fingerprint in the center and 3 of Emmanuel Levinas's principles of the Declaration of the Rights of Men, which state that no one shall be tortured, no one shall be persecuted, and no one shall be exiled, making text an important element of the piece. There is also repetition in this piece, since it is constructed by the repetition of rectangular white panels next to each other, forming a larger panel. After seeing these 3 artworks, the audience goes to the second exhibit in the museum, which is about tolerance. Here the public is warned about stereotypes, prejudices, and the extent of the damage that these cause to individuals, especially in the Mexican society. Finally, the exhibit is landed on Mexico by showing in many small screens the acts of violence covered by impunity that have happened throughout the nation, but afterwards showing a video with some of the most relevant aspects that make Mexico the incredibly rich nation that it is.